review for the Wakeman Happy Camper 2-person tent, which I ordered on Amazon for $15.57 on Prime. It's a killer deal. Let's see if the tent's any good. It has a nice bag to contain the tent, high quality zipper. And then the tent itself. Got the rain fly and stakes and poles. And abracadabra tent assembled. Before I continue, I actually wanted to stop and note that these actually fed through better than any tent I've ever assembled so far. Went through like butter. Let's see the rest of this assemble. Simple peg and feed operation. Spell didn't work. Let me try Assemblicus Tenticus. Ta-da! So, this so far seems like a pretty quality tent actually. This little happy camper. All the materials feel really good. You can tell that the nylon, or the polyester it probably is, that the tent itself is made of, is flexible to the point that it's not going to wear out quickly. Rainfly seems suitably sized for the ventilation anyway. Relatively high waterproof area on the footprint. Quality zipper. I like the feel of that zipper a lot. Inside, all the stitching. Wow, the stitching looks really good. So far, this is the cleanest stitching I've seen on a tent under $20. Even the long, thready, strandy bits have been appropriately trimmed off. Inside, here's a small pouch. Not sure the others I've seen have had that actually. Not in this size, not for under $20. So, this feels nice in here. Material seems to breathe. Looking at the edging, looks like it may actually be better assembled than several of the others that I've seen. Some of them seemed a little taut on the edges, as if under their own tension they were already really tight, pulling against each other, trying to kind of wear out here. But these feel very comfortable, feels comfortable within its own skin. These are officially the smallest top vents I've ever seen though. The pros and cons of that, of course, as you can see, there's plenty of that little tiny rain fly covers those vents just fine. You're not going to get any water in here. And looking down here, this too looks like probably not. Looks like the doors actually have enough clearance. You're not going to get water in here through the door during the rain. Maybe if it's really, really windy. It's only a 2-season tent, but there is like seam tape here. That's impressive for a little $20 tent. Seam tape runs the length of it. And as I said, all of the inner sew points are actually trimmed down. There's not big hanging threads as there have been. Here's one that starts to show the $20-ness of the tent operation assembly. You can see here we got some just random loose threads, and once I trim that, this corner may cease to have any real structure. So, and you can see here the sewing machine kind of is faking it. It's kind of not really ideal. And this is probably a similar, you know, this thread is likely over time to catch on the zipper. But in the meantime, it's for the money, which is $15. Quite reasonable. So, looking at the pros and cons of this tent, I'm getting these for the homeless to provide rain shelter during the winter. And I think that these would provide a great solution for that. Oh, actually, one last thing. Let me just height check. I am 5'10", 135 pounds or so. This thing claims to be a two-person tent. I find that all tents lie and think that people are tiny little children. So I'm pretty average height and really slender. My feet hit the door and my head hits the tent. If I go corner to corner, my feet hit that corner. My head has some breathing room. So one person in a tent like this has room for your stuff. You could have easily, my arm doesn't reach the corner. I could easily have whole backpack here. Say dog or girlfriend, but not both. And I'd choose the girlfriend. Sorry, critter. But there's enough room in here for one person, definitely, to sleep comfortably with some belongings. And if it was raining, you'd be out of the rain easily. If you are going camping with your friends and you need a tent for single use, this is a really great way to go. Definitely good construction for under $20. This is really, really good. Another one that I've liked before is the NTK Panda. That was good. If I were to pick one or the other, at this point, I'd probably pick this one because it's actually about $5 less. The Panda, I think, rated about cost about $20. This was a couple bucks less for a comparable, and in some ways, possibly slightly better tent. Definitely folds up small. Seems durable. The tent seams, or the seam tape, is definitely impressive on this. The way the threading has been trimmed out is impressive. It comes out of the box way more ready to go, and some of the others, technically both of the other tents I've opened for 20 bucks have each had holes in them. The fact that this is the first that doesn't is good. It impresses me. So, if for $20 or less you're going to buy a single tent and hope to get the most out of it, I think this is a really great way to go. And again, we're looking at the Wakeman Happy Camper. Got on Amazon for under $20. So this is definitely an excellent tent. I would recommend it for yourself. For me, I would love to have one like this. Not in the heat, of course. During the summer, during any high heat, this is a sweat box. This is a sweat lodge. You're just you can get the front open all right, but there's no heat gonna come out the top, no air circulation. But for getting them out of the rain and staying dry, I think that it's a good idea. I think that this is gonna be good for the homeless, as I'm gonna be buying bulk and handing out to as many people as possible. So yeah, for the dollar, I think that so far this is one of the best tents I've seen. Buy more of these.